Hey guys, I have a quick or semi-long video recapping a one-day event in Newport News, Virginia. And I want to just make a note, I do apologize. I tried my best to record a lot of the turns. I know my first game went on into lunch, so I was quite hungry by then. And then my second game against Dan, unfortunately, I realized I only recorded half of the game. So I'm gonna post at the very end just the scores and some thoughts. So guys, we're at Newport News. We're getting ready. There's Javier, Matt, Perry, we got Mike, Jordan, Dan, Luna, Todd. So we're getting ready to play. It's a smaller event today, but still happy to get some games of the old world. And my first opponent is Luna. So we just finished deployment. I'll let Luna go over how she deployed.
Okay, well, I'm actually not quite done before.
Okay, never mind then, I lied.
I've got a few scouts.
I'll be back once we put them down. So we are back after the scouting move, so I'll let Luna go over how she deployed.
Sure, so I basically formed a wall. I did overlap my scouting archers with my normal archers in order to get a lot of penalties to hit for both units, to try and get that maximum soft cover skirmish to reduce his very high amount of shooting attacks he's going to be throwing at me. I did go a little heavy on this side with my Pegasus and BSB and my Smash Board. The Unbreakable Peasants and the Coffin Dance, battle programs for those at home. Men-at-Arms here, just kind of covering space, and then similarly, again, a kind of wall of archers to give themselves lots of cover and skirmish bonus, or penalties to shoot at, and then behind that is all of my knights.
It's going to be a beautiful army. It was fully painted, but now Luna has a lot of adjustments.
Oh wow, the shade is already
No shade. So I won't go too much because you guys watched my intro video and the last video, but pretty much I got my characters all lined up. Have to play a bit loose and careful because Luna has a lot of reach. So the game plan involves a lot of overlapping dudes, trying to choose my best targets, and hopefully the dice cards are in my favor. So we'll be back after turn one. So the end of my turn, keep going Luna, you're all good. So what happened was my line just kind of moved up. We had no Falcon Horde for the first turn. So just some various missiles. His missile actually killed the Squire scouting unit. Demon Prince only killed one dude. Moonface threw a Vortex out. The Lord of Change put a column of crystal out. All of my flamers moved up with all the extra soft covers. We only killed one or two random guys around. Pimpleface here threw a Vortex, but Luna dispelled it. And everyone else just moved forward. So we're all outside of charge ranges, but Luna has far faster movement, so we'll see what happens. So we wrapped up Bretonian turn one, so I'll let Luna go over what happened.
Well, I'm going to give away my entire strategy.
Yeah, but she can just explain what she moved.
Okay. I moved up my archers. You can see I mostly just marched up full with the infantry. I reformed to cover the middle, and I'm trying to crush the flanks. I'm doing some cute nonsense here where, because the majority of my unit is behind the archers, I get -2 to be hit if he does decide to shoot me. He can always magic missile me, so I can't really prevent that. But I can make the flamers much more difficult to hit me. And this model being forward puts a lot more pressure, 360 forward. So my goal is to try and crunch him into the middle. So we'll see what survives next turn.
Yeah,
and also my Smash Griffin has gotten pretty aggressive forward. You can see I've been measuring arcs of his charge ranges and of his debuffs.
Yep.
He does have a Hollow Crystal here. I think he's probably going to place it somewhere else next turn. So. And since he has no flying, this unit won't really be moving. This one will, but who knows where it's going to go. And then this lad is going to find it difficult to charge over his many units and is facing away from the other griffins that are posting up towards him.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that I've put him under a lot of pressure, and I'm going to make his turn 2 very difficult.
Yep, we'll be back with Demons turn 2. Turn 2 for Demons was I needed some better spells, but I think he did kill a Peg Knight, this guy here.
3 wounds on him.
Yep. He did, I think, a single wound. He did nothing. They held still. I decided to move my flank towards the center. So Lord of Change just marched forward. The 2 flamers shot and only did a single wound onto the character. Then Moonface failed a missile, so that was huge. Vortex is just chilling there, and I have 4 Flamers who shot and did nothing there. So that's the end of Demon's turn 2. I needed something a little bit better, so I'm prepared for a lot of charges. So we just finished Bretonnian's turn 2, I believe. I'll let Luna recap. You want to start on this side, and we can go down.
Okay, my men at arms performed valiantly.
Yep, they killed
and
4 Flamers.
They actually did some work.
They did.
If they're doing anything, they're winning. The archers, of course, got their butt kicked. The Pegasus were able to kill and then reform. Now they're back in skirmish. Just did some basic move
Oh,
ups.
sorry, this guy.
Oh, so this is interesting. So I killed most of the unit, but then it died at instability, which, if you read the rules, you only get overrun if you kill the stuff before you roll the break test. A lot of people play that incorrectly.
Yep. So guys.
So instead of being able to
Overrun,
push beyond, or even follow up,
Yeah.
but I was just going to get the follow up.
Yeah.
I can't, and now I'm stuck fighting something I was trying to. So my sneaky tactic did not pay off because Young Duke rolled too badly.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then fight here, we actually fought to mostly a standstill. There is a decent possibility that I could die here from the Heatherblade, because you will get to swing first next round. But I'm hoping that with 1 wound left.
I think I may pop. If I don't get anything good here, I will die.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to probably kill me to survive, because you got 1 wound left.
Yeah. And then this
Flaming
guy.
Chariot will be flying, so he's going to get some moves next turn.
Yes.
And so these guys squished the little Herald. They were able to make this charge because we're both skirmishing units.
Yeah.
Similar with this one as well. I told Young Duke,
Yeah,
it was
so
like, hey, you need to hide
guys.
in the pocket here.
I learned something new. Make sure you guys know corners and everything with skirmishing. They're a lot more mobile than a normal unit. So I guess this video will help, I guess, even keeping this
It's
wall.
only because you yourself.
I'm skirmishing. So I have too many skirmishers
so you
behind
need to be
skirmishing.
completely covered by
Like this guy. I would have to be basically covered like my Burning Chariot
Well, the
would be.
Burning Chariot only needs to be covered from the front because he is a traditional rank unit.
Yeah, I mean, let's say if hypothetically if he was a skirmishing guy, I would have to do something
Oh, yeah, you'd have to go
like
crazy.
that.
Yeah, so it's very difficult to keep your skirmishing guys from getting snagged. So just be aware when you're blocking those off.
Yeah, but guys, here's the overview of the whole table. So Luna has a really commanding presence in the center. I have a very pitiful commanding presence on this one edge, but we'll be back with Demons turn 3. So turn 3 for Demons, I decided not to charge my Brimstones, rather just guard around. If his Peg Knights want to charge my Prince, it's hard to get many again, just seeing what happened last time. Yeah, so I think I could live honestly with the 4 war. I now have 1 wound left. He did help. I did kill a general, so it's something he did. The Lord of Change, I told Luna I was gonna whiff. We knocked him down by 2 wounds?
Yeah.
2 wounds? So it was something at least, but
That was an astonishing run of luck.
Yeah.
I got 3 6s on the wound, and I got like
it was
that was not normal.
not good for me. And then even my Flamer whiffed. Then this guy whiffed.
Yeah.
So this turn, the only good thing actually, I will admit, we got Mirage. So
And the killing the general. That's
thank you, Luna.
yeah. So you know, I think this was shocking. This was not as shocking.
This one was a 50-50.
Yeah.
Like Luna and me discussed. If I didn't get the spell I needed to, actually even getting a single wound off of the familiar helped a lot.
Yep.
And then
And the bonus attack.
the bonus helped too. So yeah, this was 50-50. This one was.
Just remember to cast those spells.
Yeah, I know. Well, this one I didn't realize it was. I thought I'll stop it here. So we are currently packing up. I'm going to tell the score. It's a 25-0. I think Luna got 3,092 points when you include all of the VPs. I got like 932, so it's basically a 2,000 plus point difference. So I'll let Luna discuss some highlights she had, some if she had any low points, which I don't think there are, but I'll let Luna just talk about some things.
Sure. So if I look through the game, I think I should have deployed further back because being that far forward, I was about 3 inches too far forward, and that allowed him to get magic missiles turn 1, which I really should have tried to deny, because I forgot that he can only walk and fire. So I should have been able to deny a lot of shots, and that put a lot of pressure on my screens. He was starting to delete a lot of my screens pretty quickly, but that also meant that he came into range to where I could be more aggressive turn 1. To try and do an entrapment. I was definitely concerned about the Flamers jumping behind me. Thankfully, my infantry were able to lock off a lot of that. So I was very pleased with their performance. The Demon Prince was a huge concern. I think the Demon Prince had a capacity to kind of overrun my entire army if I hadn't killed it the last second with the BSB.
From the stomp, mind you, the one stomp.
Yeah, the one stomp, failed
That's so
armor, failed
sad.
ward save. Yeah. No, those real Pegasus will get you.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a spooky list if I let him get around me. I think the Lord of Change is probably the weakest part of it. He did spectacularly fail here when he should have done well, but it probably wouldn't have killed. It probably would have been like getting down to a wound, and then he's going to be fighting with a lot of combat res next turn. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of play here. I think getting the illusion magic on the Pegasus and like locking me up there was pretty clutch. But that gave him a turn to where he could finally start jumping back. I think the real issue is that he started running out of units so quickly because you had to sacrifice all those flamers to get those good illusion spells. And once you're out of flamers, you can't start grinding me down over time. And similarly, once you lose those characters. So if you had kept 2 more flamer units and a character alive, and the magic nukes started coming along, turn 4, 5, and 6.
I should note, I don't have no hope for this game for my magic missiles anymore.
Yeah, he rolled quite poorly, so I definitely think I got lucky.
No, guys, Luna, if y'all know her, anyway, she's the bane of all old world events, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. She's a great player. Hopefully at Nova, the army will be, it will be fully painted. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the battle report. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Luna's display of tactitional movement and just decision making. Yeah. So we're back with game 2. I kind of took too long for lunch, so I'm gonna skip the magic. I'll recap it at the end. We're playing a unique mission, which I'll talk about in a second. But I just deployed in a traditional line. I'm playing against Dan's orcs and goblins, or mainly like I guess monster mash and goblins. But I'll let Dan kind of just run. You don't have to say the whole army list. You can just run down what you have going down.
Yeah, so Night Goblin boss on Giant Cave Squid, Mangler, Giant, Night Goblin boss on Giant Cave Squid, 20 Night Goblins, 17 Black Orcs with Frenzy Banner and BSB with +1 weapon skill banner, Shaman with Ring of Ruin, 30 Night Goblins with Poison Banner and Arrows, Wolf Chariot with Idle Mort, Trollhead, and Black Orc Warboss on Wyvern.
Yeah, so the army is very impressive on the table, and the color scheme is actually walking through the darkness, so don't worry about it. But the mission we're playing is, let's see, it is game 2, attack, defend, and when will it end? Pretty much we're trying to fight for the 3 objectives with unit strength 10 or more, and on the 5th turn, if we roll a 1 or 2, the game just immediately ends. So we'll be back after turn 1. So to recap turn 1, we actually did both our turns. I changed it up a bit. So I'll let Dan go over kind of what happened, and then I'll recap what I did.
You want me to recap
You can just talk about your turn, what you did.
So I just moved everything up. I didn't go fully. I rolled pretty good on these, but I didn't go fully up.
Yeah.
I didn't want your Furious to charge in. I just kind of moved up this. I kept in here so I could cast my Foot of Gort, but somebody faded dispelled it on a 12 after I talked some junk about it. And then moved my Wyvern over there to kind of hide and hold down the flank.
Yeah, and for my turn, I responded by moving a bit. We only killed 2 goblins. I put the Column of Crystal here. I miscast and wounded myself a bit here. We did only 2 wounds with all the shooting, but we did use one of the missiles killed one of the Mangler Squigs. So this is what turn 1 looks like. Nothing too impressive, but I think Dan's gonna come and start smacking my little demons. So yeah. So we finished turn 2. I'll start from this side, and then Dan can just chime in. So his guys just moved closer. Both Moonface and Pimpleface failed horribly against the Mangler. My Furies flew here. Dan, you can explain what your Fanatics did before I moved.
Yeah, released Fanatics, killed 2 of these guys. I tried to do some wounds to Demon Prince. Didn't really do anything. The enemy was too tough. And I think I killed the base of Brimstone.
Yeah, he did a lot there. So after he did that, I decided to countercharge everything. So my Brimstones charged the goblins. I lost a few through Cumbling, but I killed a few. Over here, we did kill at least 5 Black Orcs. It looked pretty good. My Lord of Change flew over, and with the Flamers, we knocked out his level 4 Wolf Rider. Yep. Then he flew his guys over here, got 3 wounds off my chicken guy. or 2 wounds off, or what? Something
There's
stomped
three.
me.
The poison arrow.
Yeah. Then the dragon has the -1 toughness, and I failed the mirage because I think you dispelled it. Yeah. So here's the overview of the table. I think Dan's doing really well. I did engage combat. Maybe that was a mistake, but we'll be back with turn 3. So this is the last game for the day. I forgot to finish Dan's video, so I'll just kind of merge it in and give a recap later. But the spells I have are Steed, Vessel, Summoning, Vortex, Vigor, Doppelganger, Shimmering Dragon, and Mirage. It's spread throughout my casters on my army again, and I just deployed the Furies on the flank, the Chariot, my Herald, Prince, all of these guys, focusing more in the center, and I have the rest of my force here. And we got Jordan. And Jordan, I'll let you go through what you got. Just recap it. Don't go in detail. It's all good.
Alright. 30 skeletons, my best men. Level 2 Lynch Priest. He's got the Ruby Ring of Rosie. Whatever it's called. And he's got Rampids and the Rampart things and the Summon Elemental Blast thingy. Don't know what that does. That'd be interesting. Necro Sphinx, he flies. 4 Snake Knights with a banner that gives +1 weapon skill. Tomb Guard with Thick Tomb King and Herald. Another 4 Snake Knights, cause terror, really big in this matchup. Then 2 squads of 8 skirmishers with bows this week. 2 catapults and a casket, a level 4 dude with necromancy that does stuff. And 2 squads of 5 horse archers and 10 skirmish with ambushers with hand weapons I'm going to forget about.
And I want you all to take a moment to appreciate that screaming skull catapult right there. So we finished Jordan's turn 1 for Tomb Kings. I'll let him just go over like a brief overview of what just happened.
Bunch of bows, killed 3 dudes, that was awesome. Glide Death, did nothing, that was dope. The real MVP was the Ruby Red Ring of Rosie or whatever. Killed 3 flamers, that was kick ass.
Yeah. that was a huge thing, actually, losing 3 flamers to... Actually, it was an easy dispel, I think, but he got it through.
Then catapult shot at his big turkey thingy and did 2 wounds.
Yep, and then 1 wound on a flamer. Oh, no, brimstone, yeah. So this is what the table looks like. Jordan just moved the center, and then this guy marched. So yeah, we'll be back with Demons turn 1. So for Demons turn 2, I decided to play a little bit more cautious, I think more committed. After seeing Jordan's catapults and all the stuff he has potential, what happened was I steeded my Moonface and moved him up completely, hopefully to shut down his magic here. My Flamer moved up, not giving him easy points. My Blues held because I can't stop the Necro Sphinx. My whole gun line moved up and shot, only did a couple wounds. The Brimstones moved, he can't charge me because I measured it out. But what happened here was my Lord of Change, my Prince, and Chariot charged the 5-man unit. I wanted to blow it up. I was hoping the Lord of Change would roll high enough to hit the next unit, then win and then overrun off the board, but he failed, so he may die this turn. We'll see. But then my Furies killed the other 5 unit and overran like I wanted into that unit. So I'm trying to cut the distance and actually engage because I can't actually win a shooting war against Jordan at the moment. So we'll be back with Tomb King's turn 2. So we just finished Tomb King's turn 2, and I'll let Jordan go over what happened.
Very exciting turn. Sphinx failed to charge, took a wound, like a champ. These guys moved up. I moved, catapults did nothing. He did Unquiet Spirits to the Green Change 1.
Yep, did a wound.
Low and Change,
yep.
Whatever. I did a wound, killed some guys, these guys moved, and that's it.
Yeah, so...
Best turn yet.
So we'll see. I'm preparing for hopefully not a lot of charges, but we'll be back with Demons turn 2. Turn 2 for Demons. The combined fire from the Herald, this Flamer, and this unit knocked the Sphinx down to 3 wounds left. My whole force pulled back. After a couple shots everywhere, we only killed... I don't think we killed anyone, actually.
No, you did not.
But then I did steed my Flamers next to his Hierophant. I did try shooting, but nothing actually happened. Then my Prince, 1 combat, pushed them back. Lord of Change marched that way, and my Furies cleared up all the chaff, so now they can get some nice charges next turn. And all my guys are outside of charges. I mean, if he wants, he can charge those guys into the Brimstones. That's the best. But we'll be back with Tomb King's turn 3. So we finished Tomb King's turn 3. I'll let Jordan go over what happened.
They moved. They're doing good. Sphinx killed 4 dudes. So
Yep. Looking good?
They did like at least 33 wounds,
Yeah.
but they're still alive, so that happened. When you get a Demon Prince that ignores your armor into your flank, really good. Shot everything at these guys, did not do a single wound.
Oh, you killed somebody, dude.
Oh yeah, I did kill the chair with the catapult.
Yeah, that was huge. He rolled the 6, so he did 4 wounds, knocking out 220 or 10 points immediately. So.
125 point model, bro.
So here's what the table looks like. So we got a Lord of Change, Furies, Prince, Flamers. It'll be Demons turn 3. So turn 3 for Demons wrapped up. I moved up my Moon Face just to dispel his guys later. I tried doing some magic, didn't work. We lost here and died. My Brimstones died here and he reformed. But over here, it was pretty big. My Lord of Change charge killed the Casket. Demon Prince charged his main sorcerer. He has 1 wound left. Casket blew up, wounding a couple things. The Furies killed one of the Screaming Catapults and overran. And the Snake is Mirage, so he can't charge. So this is what the board looks like at the end of Demon's turn 3. At least I own his backfield, but now Jordan owns my backfield here. So we'll be back with Tomb King's turn 4. So there's probably 1 whole turn missing from the battle report, but we just wrapped up Tomb King's turn 5. I'll let Jordan talk about what happened.
So, the Sphinx went in here, got bitch slapped, he's dead.
Okay.
These guys couldn't do anything, so they just moved. This guy just moved. They're killing everything they touch. Good snakes. These guys are hanging out. And these guys are coming back.
Yeah. So what's left on the board is just some characters and then 2 big blocks and then the Tomb Prince's bodyguards, which I can't do anything to.
Tomb King.
Oh, sorry, Tomb King.
There's a difference.
Oh, sorry. So we'll be back with Demons turn 5 and maybe a recap. So we're just cleaning up. The final score was 16-9. Jordan had his Tomb Prince, or Tomb King, my apologies. The Herald, a little bit less than half of the Tomb Guard, and a block of skeletons. I had my Chicken, the Prince, both Heralds, a unit of Furies left. So it was a really tough game. Even though we were laughing a lot of crazy moments. Jordan's catapult early on almost killed the Chicken from turn 1. So I'd say, I'll ask for Jordan's opinions for his highlights, but for me, if I didn't actually just bum rush the side and try tanking forward, I think Jordan would have just shot me off and won the game. So Jordan, any highlights or anything that, felt good?
Well, when you can fly and march, really good. Snake Knights do Snake Knight stings, they kill everything they touch. It really is my ability that really won the game.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do a lot with that. Catapults had like 2 solid hits and then died. Casket didn't do anything. The Sphinx didn't do a lot. Tomb God are awesome. Yeah,
it was a really fun game. I played Jordan twice now. Both times he's played Demons, so hopefully next time he'll have painted models. So thanks, Jordan.
Hey, these guys are painted.
It's true, they're painted guys. So.
Alright, so thanks everybody for coming out. Hope everybody had fun. Had a couple new faces, which was awesome. Please come back. Please come back. Just new faces. No, I love everybody. I think we're going to try to do these every couple of months here. Appreciate the store. So we only had 12, so we're only doing 2 prizes because I bought the pieces. So we got first and second. Well, honorable mention to number 3, Perry. Yeah. Woo! Good job. Crazy chaos for us.
Thank you for the pizza.
The Perry.
It's basically like the bottom.
He bought the pizza too. He did do good. Second place is Matt. Hey! First place is Nina.
Yeah.
I just 20.
All right. That's it.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, if you're coming, I'm running a tournament in Aberdeen, September 7th. It's a little bit of a drive. Huh? How far away is it?
It's about 2 hours from you.
It's 4 hours. I drove 4 hours to here from there.
So
it's a little bit of a drive.
If you want to meet me, Ken, it's fine.
It's my daughter turned out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go until like
if you want to, we can meet here at US 1 or whatever.
If you need a place to crash, let me know. You can crash in my place. So, we'd love to have y'all.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
So guys, that was the whole event. My final scores, just to recap: Game 1 was a 25-0 loss to Luna. Game 2 was 12-10 loss to Dan's Orcs and Goblins. And Game 3 was a 16-9 win against Tomb Kings. So overall, the event was fantastic. A smaller amount of folks, just because I think we're wrapping up for, the new year for students. We have Nova coming up and just the end of summer. But it was a fantastic event. Gameplay wise, I really enjoyed it. The demons do have some play. It was a very fun challenge, and overall, I do encourage everyone who can go to an event, even though you may not win. It's good to get practice in, and it's just good to meet the community. Todd's been a fantastic individual, trying his best to, hype people up, keep the hobbying up. And like you guys watched when we played the night before, his hobby standard is amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this video felt a little bit not so well planned, and I do apologize about that. But till then, happy hobbying, guys.